Welcome all to the Snail Trail 4x4 podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, maybe poking a little bit of fun at Toyotas, and of course hearing about how awesome it is to attend a Jeep event and you're a Toyota owner, then this is the podcast for you. Welcome everybody to, episode 485, I think, of the Snail Trail 4x4 podcast. And today I am joined by none other than the assistant. How are you doing today?
Yay!
I had to bribe her with whiskey sours to get her on the podcast today because she's already pretty exhausted. So we'll see what we can get out of her. Maybe a joke or two. We'll see.
We'll see. Yay!
That's all I get. Lovely. I'm going to do a quick little housekeeping, short and brief, because I know you don't care about any of that. So, but I need to cover some of it as well. But one of the things that we're giving away this month, as our monthly giveaway on iRate 4x4, is a lithium cube.
Oh yeah, gotta love a lithium cube.
I know. I thought you might have some words of some things that you enjoy about the lithium cube.
Yeah, I like running a fridge while camping because we fancy.
And
it's helped during recent power outage.
That too. Yeah. I expected you to say a warm, hot blanket.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Heated mattress pad during Winter Fun Fest in the cold rain. Yeah, that's important.
That was nice.
I would not camp in that situation otherwise.
No, I believe that might be true. And the one time I tried to steam you out of the rooftop tent when we were out at the Spider Lake Oktoberfest run.
Didn't work. I just turned it up to 100% power and you like cuddled up and read my book.
Laid on it like a lizard to a rock.
Yeah, I looked outside and it was snowing and you guys all looked cold.
We were standing around a fire. We're all right.
I was 100% warmer than you guys were.
Maybe true. But yeah, we're giving away a lithium cube, an EX5, their new version that's coming out this month. And if you want to get a hold of one of those, you need to sign up on iRate 4x4 under the Snail Squad forum. We also have a Yokohama tire giveaway going on, and that's for reviews. So once we hit 750 reviews, we're giving away a set of tires. Almost any tire that you want besides 20-inch rim or larger, and it has to be DOT approved. But any other tire they make, you can get for yourself if you win by leaving reviews on iTunes.
Do it.
I was like, are you going to say something? You keep teasing me over there. I did want to make an announcement that gift boxes are getting ready to go out, and also the gift box tier is opening next month. But I've been sending emails out to everybody to confirm your mailing addresses, because in this gift box, we're actually having an item sent to you. So I don't want to have a mistake if something's sent to the wrong place, and then we'll have to figure out the logistics behind that. I have like 5 people that have not answered their email in regards to what your address is. So please check your emails, check your Instagrams, because I've DM'd you a few of you because I know what your Instagram handle is. So let me know what your address is. If you are concerned that you might not be getting the emails, you can hit me up. You know all the ways to do that. And with that, I'm pretty much done with housekeeping.
Yeah. Well, I'm still sad about my subscription box that I didn't get because we moved right after it shipped. Yeah. And I checked my email and went, oh crap, that got delivered to the old house. And I went by and it was gone.
That's true. We usually order at least one more in case of like an emergency. But if we're sending something to somebody and the other company is sending something to somebody and that is the wrong address, I don't really have a problem sending my item again, but to ask the company to send something else again, or then I have to pay for it again for them to send it. It's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So check your email, people.
Check your emails.
Don't be like me. Don't lose a subscription box. You'll be sad.
Yes, you're very sad. The next major announcement is, and most of you probably have heard it by now, Tyler had a baby.
Yay.
Everybody's doing fine. It's been about a week.
I mean, technically the secretary had a baby.
True. Yeah.
Just saying.
I know. I love how women love to correct the men about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you push ahead out of a very small space, you get to take all the credit on that one.
You definitely do. The Larson family had their baby.
There we go. I like that better. I like that better. Yeah.
And everybody is doing well. Just a little update in regards to the baby. They did stay in the hospital a few extra days. There was, I wouldn't even say a complication. It had like some rapid breathing and they just wanted to keep an eye on it. And then there was the chance that it might have jaundice and they did some blood work and it didn't. So then eventually they got to go home, but they did stay in the hospital an extra day. But everybody's happy. Everybody's home. Everybody's doing well. They're just not sleeping.
Yep. That's how that works.
That's how that beginning baby life happens, huh?
Cute baby. It's a big ass baby too.
It's a big baby.
It's a big baby.
Yeah. What was it? 9 pounds?
9 pounds something. And she had that baby in 6 hours flat.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive.
That's super fast for a first baby.
Yeah.
Kudos to them. Congratulations. We'll hear all about it when Tyler comes back. If he ever does come back, which I'm pretty sure he will. We'll see whenever that happens. I told him at least a month, I don't want to hear from him. Like, I don't want him to even consider thinking about the podcast for at least a month. And then we'll reconvene once a month comes around and we'll see what his schedule is like if he has free time, and we'll figure out our new schedule after that. But that's the game plan in regards to that. From there, I wanted to talk about black tie and boots.
Okay.
A few of these things on pretty much everything else on my list has to do with the assistant. So I'm glad you were able to join me today.
Yay. Hey. I'm still tired from the weekend, frankly. Yeah.
You want to go into that next?
Sure. Yeah.
We can go into that.
Friday night, we did taxes. Whoop,
That's
whoop.
true.
And then we went and saw The Wizard of Oz at Roosevelt Theater Arts Academy. It's playing for 2 more weekends. It's a really good time. I thought they did a great job.
I thought they did a fantastic job as well.
Dog of the year right there.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of dog was that? They had a real dog. I don't know. A wonder dog. They had a real dog. And I just thought it was going to do a little, like, oh, she'll carry it around for like half a song and then we're never going to see that dog again. No, man, that dog was out there a lot and just such a good dog.
It held.
Yeah.
It did some tricks.
Yeah. And like, there would be like other people running around and singing and throwing things and fireballs and stuff like that. And the dog's just like
sitting there, chill.
Being a dog.
Yeah. It was very impressive.
I mean, it did get to eat a hot dog.
That's true.
Every single show. So
that could be why I was so happy.
Maybe why.
Yeah. And they did a fantastic job.
They did a great job.
It was a lot of fun to watch. It was a junior performance? No. It was their senior?
Their main stage.
Their main stage?
Yeah. Like one of their main shows for the year with a lot of adult actors as well as, all the Munchkins are kids.
Yeah. Not our Munchkin, though.
Yeah, not our Munchkin.
Our Munchkin is trying out for another play, which will be fun.
Yeah.
So then that was Friday night. Mm-hmm. So then Saturday rolled around.
Saturday, yep. Me and the Munchkin ran around in the morning and had to get her back to theater for callbacks, which we forgot some stuff for. So Jimmy had to run it over to us. And then I had to run some errands. And then you and I went and had lunch at Monk's.
At our favorite cellar.
Yeah. Our favorite.
It's not a code word for
watering hole or
watering
whatever.
Hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
And our latest bottle is an Irish whiskey. And since I knew it was already a busy day and wasn't going to stop anytime soon, I got myself an Irish coffee. And that was delightful.
It was very tasty.
Yeah.
I was a little jealous.
It was good.
It was super good.
Very good.
I don't even remember what I had.
You had a delirious.
The delirium.
Delirium. Yeah.
Tremens. Strong. It was a strong blonde.
Yeah. It wasn't the Tremens. It was something different, but it was
another
tasty.
delirium. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good too.
Yeah.
But that Irish coffee was even better.
Oh man. Yes, it was. And then we got the kid out of theater, came home, packed her up for a sleepover. And then we got ready for black tie and boots.
Yeah.
And Jimmy had this great idea for an outfit that I said a hard no to.
I got kiboshed.
Oh, man.
It was sad.
Yeah.
I think I would have fit right in.
No. You would have looked not good.
Would I have been the most ridiculous?
No, but like it wouldn't have been good.
What was I going to wear?
You were going to wear board shorts and rain boots.
Perfect.
With, and
then a collared shirt and jacket and tie.
Yeah.
Well, when am I ever going to get a chance to do that
Never is the answer to that. Just a hard no.
Bummer. I think it would have been fine and hilarious and people would have enjoyed laughing at me.
Yeah. I didn't want to be the one standing next to the clown.
All right. Touche. So I ended up wearing some hiking pants.
Yeah. And hiking boots.
That
was acceptable.
And like dark purple shirt there was a sort of a maroon shirt.
Yeah.
A purple tie and
jacket.
Gray jacket.
You looked fine.
Top half looked fine.
Yeah. And the bottom half looked not like a clown. So I appreciated that.
Yeah. Bummer. And you wore a really nice dress and boots
some
that
motorcycle boot looking boots.
Yeah. But totally worked with your dress.
Yeah.
It wasn't out of place at all. But we did arrive at the event a little late.
Yeah. Cause it started at like 4:30.
Yeah. It started quite early and we had to drop the kiddo off at the cousin's house for a sleepover.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got her from theater like a little after 3 and then had to go home and pack and change and drive her 20 something minutes away.
Yeah.
And make small talk with my stepsister and then drive another 20 something minutes away.
Yep.
So,
but we did arrive at the perfect time.
Yes.
Because right as we were arriving, they were serving the salad.
Yep. So we didn't miss anything.
We didn't miss any food, at least. I don't know what happened before that. And we were sitting at a table. Let's see, who was at the table? There was Dolly and Amber.
Mm-hmm.
There was Jake, Sean, and Ryan, which are MFers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Randy Slauson.
Yeah.
And then you and I.
Yeah.
We had a fun table.
We did.
It was a good table. I think that I wish we could have rearranged the seating a little bit because I think it would have been fun to sit next to Dolly and talk to Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly was a hoot.
Dolly's a fun time. And then put all the MFers in a corner.
Oh, gosh.
They were just being ridiculous young kids.
Yeah.
But having a time of their life, which was good.
Yeah,
But there was adults at the table and there were kids at the table.
Yeah, they needed to be at the kids' table for sure.
But it was good. They did save me some whiskey and we had a few drinks and
I did have to tell you guys to stop talking about horse semen at some point while we were eating dinner.
That's true.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
No more.
There's a story and a story there for you guys.
You don't want to hear it. Trust me.
Yeah. You have to be at the Morphlate studio to hear that story.
Yeah. And not trying to eat like a nice dinner.
That too. Which dinner was good.
Yeah. Dinner was good.
I had the chicken and it came with some rice and veggies and
it was
fantastic.
Like stuffed with something too.
Yeah,
it was like fancy.
It was stuffed with something green, probably spinach. And then it had some cheese in it.
It
was really
fancy.
Good. What'd you have?
I had, it was like tortellini and like some sauteed mushrooms and some veggies, the sauce, and the mushrooms were fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. It looked good. I didn't try a mushroom, but everything looked good. Pretty much everybody else around the table, I think, except for Amber, got the steak. I think Amber got chicken as well.
Yeah, she got chicken.
Yeah. And that looked great. And Jake, who was sitting next to you for a little bit, he was like, he was sitting next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I only eat meat and cheese and
no vegetables.
Yeah, no vegetables. Even scrape the onions off the top. And at some point, Dolly was like, I'm full. I'm not going to finish my steak. And he's like, what? And he grabs the steak off of her plate and eats the rest of it politely. But
yeah,
it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We were there. They did a lot of different speeches. I believe it's called the Rock Roller Award. No, that's not it. That's the Jeepers Jamboree Award.
Some like, it was like a volunteer award thing.
Yeah.
They gave to like some attorney guy that's been helping him out.
The lawyer for Rubicon Trail Foundation won this year. And he's been helping out for a bunch of years.
Yeah, like over 10 years or something.
Doing a lot of fantastic legal work that helps us out and to keep the trail open. He was a big advocate a little while ago when the trail did get closed during that big old rainstorm about a year ago or so now, a little over a year ago now. And he got in there and he changed some of the verbiage in the legal agreement to there's a bunch of criteria that have to be met now. It's not an individual criteria that can be met, and they can close the trail down at any time. So yeah, kudos to him. Good job. Congratulations. Thanks for everything you do.
The president he talked for a little while.
Yep. They talked about the reroute that's going to happen above observation point. And they're rerouting it around an area of the trail that has a really narrow section that drops down to a creek, and you're kind of on a hillside. I've never really been concerned with that spot, but I could see like if there was a lot of erosion that happened and that trail is gone or eroded, it would be difficult to traverse that area. But I don't know. I think they're just worried about the salinity coming off the trail, going down to the bottom of that little crevasse and going into the creek and then getting swept away. So they're rerouting part of the Rubicon Trail.
Turbidity.
Turbidity?
Turbidity.
What's that?
Like, it's not salinity because that's salt.
Oh.
Turbidity is like if there's like dirt and stuff in the water and it messes with the clarity and it suffocates fish eggs and stuff like that.
Thank you, science teacher.
You're welcome.
Turbidity. I learned a new word today. Let's see what else happened. Well, Ken Hauer, which is the president of Rubicon Trail Foundation right now, it's his last term. I don't think he's running again, or I'm not sure if he's allowed to.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
But he did have a fantastic jacket.
He did have a fantastic jacket. So you could have worn something like that.
Green
I wouldn't have minded.
Sequence jacket. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else did we see? We saw John and Renee on the Mad Hatters. There was a few. Mad Hatters had a whole table there, which was really fun to see some of them. I saw Brad from Hot Metal Fab and Jake from Wander Taco, and the whole Hot Metal Fab kind of crew had a table as well. Oh, geez. There was a lot of people there. There was that one dude, Adam, and his that's his handle on Instagram is that one dude. And then that one chick, his wife. I don't remember what her handle is, but she was there as well. Very nice people. I've wheeled with them a few times. Who else? Did you remember?
You're asking the wrong person.
I know. I had a Rod came over and said hi to me, and we talked about his Forerunner and going out onto the Rubathon again if we're going to do that. A few Railtown guys were around. That was the club. That was one of the clubs that was there. That was fun to see those guys down from they're up from Tracy or something. Oh, Big Mike and Marlon Crawler was there.
Yeah.
And his wife, and they won an award.
Yeah.
Marlon won an award.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That was really cool.
She was all choked up.
She was.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to be able to get them on. Speaking of Marlon Crawler, the Marlon Crawler Remembered or Celebration of Life is happening on June 1st down at the Clovis Fairgrounds. So mark that on your calendar because that's going to be an event for the ages. It's going to be a huge car show, which is going to be or truck show, which will be a fantastic time. There's a huge raffle.
Yeah, lots of raffles. Silent auction, live auction. Yeah.
We got one of our silent auction bids stolen.
Got something else instead. Yeah. That's okay. It was a similar item. Honest mistake on the part of the other person, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
it wasn't the wine basket I wanted.
Right. There you go. We didn't win anything on the raffle.
No raffle.
We won 2 items for the silent auction, both of them wine related. One was a box that had 2 bottles of wine in it.
Yeah, because I totally needed more wine.
Right? Always need more wine.
Yeah.
And the other one was a wine basket with...
It was like a picnic basket.
Yeah, a basket setting for 4 and had some wine in it. So
yeah.
That was pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Are you going to donate that one to...
I already did.
You already did?
I already did.
Oh, look at you paying it forward.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was about it. And then they had some bands, but it was a lot of country music. I don't like country music. And we had to go.
We did have to go.
Because
we left at the perfect time too. Because we just barely beat my friends home.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 friends coming up here to spend the night. Because the next day on Sunday, we were attacking the tree that fell.
The tree.
The big tree. The digger pine tree. Geez, that thing was tall. I never really realized it until we like took all the branches off.
I mean, anyways, it just kept going.
It did, for real.
All right, we'll get to that though.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
I didn't want, so like at Black Tie and Boots, it's like, it's a party, right? You're having a good time, but I didn't want to drink too much because I was chainsawing the next day and I didn't want to either be hungover or still drunk chainsawing. I just thought that was going to be a bad recipe.
Jimmy was trying to be responsible.
I was trying to be responsible.
He was trying to be a good boy.
And then I came home with my college mates.
Yeah, two of his college buddies and his wife.
Yeah, sitting around listening to the record player. Mm-hmm. And
next to our fabulous bar.
Next to our bar that has nice whiskey. And one of my friends brings up a bottle of Blanton's, and my responsibility kind of went out the window.
You were really trying. You're the one that got us to go to bed.
Yes, I was trying because
you kept reminding us. You kept saying, we're losing an hour.
Yeah.
We got to get up tomorrow.
Well, we went to bed at like 2:30.
No, it wasn't that late. It was late though.
Well,
it was 2:30 time change time,
yes,
but technically
it was 1:30,
time had not changed.
But we lost an hour.
Yeah.
So it was 2:30 when we went to bed because we woke up at 8.
Do you wonder why I'm still tired?
Right. Let's see. So my buddy Paul, my buddy Charles came up for the night, which was fun just being able to sit down and talk to them. I don't get to hang out with my college friends nearly enough. And then, are you looking up the time?
Yeah, my Fitbit keeps me honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was after 1.
Yeah, it was like 1:30.
Yeah.
But with the time change, it was 2:30.
Yeah.
Or however you want to say it. Or we got up earlier.
Yeah.
Regardless, we didn't get a lot of sleep.
No. Perfect recipe for operating chainsaws and heavy manual labor.
Yeah. On Saturday, jumping back a little bit, Jason Hussman went down to Tyler's and picked up Tyler's chainsaws, which was fantastic because we did need
the big boy.
We did need the big boy.
Yeah.
So super big thanks to Hussman for stopping working in the shop and going to grab those chainsaws for us.
And thanks, Tyler. I know you wish you could have been there chainsawing.
Yep. He absolutely does. But I think you did a good move by staying home.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have I would have said, turn your ass around, get back in that car.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah. I know he really wanted to be up here. I know he enjoys chainsawing. All of us know he loves his chainsaws. Yeah. Good move staying home. I'm proud of you there, Tyler. So let's see. Who else showed up? Somebody.
What, to chainsaw party?
Yeah, to
Loomis Chainsaw Massacre.
Loomis Chainsaw Massacre. There was my parents came over. Mm-hmm. There was you and me.
Yep.
Paul and Charles. Mm-hmm. Husband showed up in the morning.
And Nixon came in for a guest appearance.
Nixon showed up until his electric chainsaw battery ran out. Yeah. Pretty much. We got
also, he brought a 5-year-old, so only so helpful one can be.
True. The 5-year-old did enjoy the trampoline though.
Trying to keep a 5-year-old safe around.
Four chainsaws going.
A fire and
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, right?
Perfect place for a kid.
Yeah, great spot to bring a 5-year-old. I tried to give him earplugs, those big old things to cover his ears, but I don't know if he wore them very much.
Yeah.
But not. Thankfully, so the tree did it fell off of our property and onto our neighbor's property. And I've been messaging him, trying to get his permission to go over there and chainsaw, and asked him if it was okay with him if I did a burn pile on his property. It's kind of a back pasture of a property area. And he never responded to me. And so we just kind of started. We didn't start the fire. We just started chainsawing. And eventually he showed up and he was like, yeah, sorry, I never got back to you. Yeah, you can start a fire, just mow around it, make sure it's a burn day. And then, have at it. Go ahead and chop all you need. So
thank God, because if we just would have piled that up and had to haul it away somehow.
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass. There were so many branches.
Yeah.
The tree was huge. It just kept going. You guys would be sawing away at that bad boy, and me and your mom would be dragging branches to the pile, and then just dragging branches. And then you turn around and it's like, oh, there's been no change on that tree at all. No change at all.
No.
And then it's an hour later, okay, all right, made some progress. And then you guys got that big giant limb off of it, and then having to saw that up. And then it was okay, all right, got to go at the other side of the tree now. And then the tree fell on a couple of trees.
Yep.
And so then those had to be dealt with as well, because we needed more trees to deal with for sure.
Yeah. It fell on some oak trees. So at least there was some oak in there.
Yeah.
Instead of all this pine.
But holy moly. I mean, it just kept going. It was just more and more and more.
Yeah, there was a good amount of us out there. And I think we worked for like 7 hours.
Yeah, 6-7 hours.
If you include our lunch break.
And I had a break to go get the pizza. And then at some point I had to go pick up the kid from her sleepover.
Yeah.
And so you guys were at it even longer than I was.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. I mean, I'm glad I had friends come over.
Oh my gosh.
Or else it would have been like a solid, I don't know. I mean, just, like 6 weekends of,
and it would have been like disheartening.
Yeah. You're like, look at all the work I did, but you can't tell.
You can't tell. At least with a big group, we were able to take it down. I mean, there's still a chunk of the tree there.
Yeah. There's 10 to 12 feet.
I mean, and into the bush too.
That's still on the ground. And Tyler has his large Echo chainsaw has a 24-inch bar on it. And the 24-inch bar doesn't cut all the way through the tree.
Yeah.
And we're not even at the larger end, part. The base of the tree, which is the biggest. So yeah, you have to cut through it twice just to get through this tree, which is crazy. But we're going to get a lot of pine out of it.
Oh yeah.
I know just people say you shouldn't really burn pine, but I'm going to let it age in rounds for a year, and then I'm going to split it, and then we're going to let it age even more just to try to dry that sap out. Just because
it's like too sappy?
They're super sappy. They're dirty. So it'll clog the chimney. It'll make it dirty and stuff sticks to the chimney then because it's just sappy.
Yeah, pithy.
Yeah. So it's not a good
chimney
thing.
Sweep.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I'm going to burn it.
You're supposed to do that anyway.
Yeah, when one of the tree guys came out there, like, oh, too bad it's a pine tree. I'm like, I'm still going to burn it. I'm like, I don't care. I've been burning pine and newspaper for years. And they say you're not supposed to burn newspaper because it clogs the top thing of the chimney too. But go up there and smack it a few times. It clears itself back out.
Great. Yeah. So I'm still tired from that.
Yeah, time change, some whiskey, and an immense amount of work.
Manual labor for hours on end.
Yep, that was a hell of a Sunday.
It was, and it's not like when there's chainsaws going, it's not even like you can shoot the shit with your friends, right? Because it's like,
exactly.
What?
That's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was at some point there was 4 chainsaws going.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Which is pretty wild. Yeah, Hustle Nuts and Paul, man, those guys were workhorses. Beasts. They were pretty much manning the chainsaw the entire time.
The whole time.
Yeah, and then a lot of other jobs were happening from pulling brush out of the tree to
snapping the branches, trimming the branches off the medium-sized branches. I don't even know.
Yeah,
trimming the little branches off. And just endless trips to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Endless trips to the fire.
Yeah. So a fun fact, it rained today in real life
overnight,
a few days ago for you guys in podcast land. And I went out to look at the fire and it was dry. Like the ash is all dry.
Yeah.
Because it's still baking
warm.
hot underneath there that all the rain we had wasn't even affecting the fire plate, like the ash area.
It was
just
going,
wild.
Man.
It was. That was a lot of ash in that thing. A lot of small branches burning really, really quick.
Mm-hmm. It went super fast, way faster than our other burn pile that we did.
Yeah. We burnt a whole tree almost.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was fun. That was a good weekend. And then I was zonked that night. I passed out that night, and then we had to wake up early because the time change. Stupid
time change.
I don't know why
over this crap.
Why we do it.
Nobody likes it.
The only thing I ever heard was in the early 1900s. Something
about farmers or some shit, right?
Well, I heard that or
the war.
Yeah,
I need more alcohol. That's what I need.
Pause.
Okay, pause.
Pause. More booze.
And we're back.
Ooh, cheers.
Slancha.
All right. What did you end up getting?
I have from Wright & Brown Distilling Company, straight bourbon whiskey. They're from somewhere in the Bay Area.
They're from Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Local distillery out in the Bay Area.
Bring the glass distillery.
Yeah. And then I had a Would you pronounce that barrel? RL?
Barrel? Maybe. Yeah.
Seagrass. It is the type of barrel. It's a rye whiskey finished in I can't
Let me see.
Can't even pronounce that word.
Madeira. That cooking wine, that cooking sherry stuff, kind of Madeira.
Rum,
Madeira.
No, this one. Sorry. Before rum.
Oh, Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels.
Yeah, what she said.
That's what she said. It's
a
high
rye.
proof.
It is high proof, and but it's sweet.
59%.
Yeah, 59.74.
They'll put some hair in your chest.
Good. I need some more.
Mine's just a paltry 43%.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
I know.
Well, let's see. I don't think we have too much more like chopping of the tree that we need to go over.
Man,
we had
I do remember like throughout the day, throughout the like 6-7 hours of chopping at this tree, people would just stop and turn and look at it and go, man, that's a big fucking tree.
Yeah.
Just over and over again.
Yeah.
God, that's a big fucking tree. And at the end of the day, when I brought out some recovery beverages, once the chainsaws were turned off.
Once we ran out of fuel.
Yeah, because there's still some left, but like ran out of gas, was running out of daylight. Everyone was running out of fuel. So I brought out some recovery drinks, some C-, and we're sitting there around our kill.
On the stumps.
Kill. Yeah. We're counting rings, and like the branch, one of the big branches off of it was 40 rings.
Yeah.
And it was like, we haven't even counted. I'm kind of want to count this in that's kind of stuck in the bush over here, because it's going to be way more than that.
Absolutely. I don't remember a time ever that tree was not there.
No, and I have a feeling it was big when you guys moved in.
I have a feeling it was there.
Size, anyways. It wasn't like a little sapling or some crap.
Yeah. So that tree, I believe, was there since I've lived here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
since 81
totally
is when we moved in.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely maths. It was a decent sized tree when you guys moved in, I'm sure. And then it just became a big ass tree.
Yeah. And it was always leaning.
Yeah.
And we're just, if it was going to fall, it would be a very odd scenario for it to not fall the way that it's already leaning.
Yeah, it definitely fell in the best possible way that it could fall.
It fell really minus a few oak trees. It didn't really mess up anything except for our main water line.
Yeah, just a little.
Speaking of main water line, I did have a listener reach out and ask about homeowners insurance. How's that all going? Which, I mean, it's going. We did get homeowners insurance coverage, and it
despite having a wood burning stove.
Yeah, right.
And despite having trees within 30 feet of the house.
Yeah, that was a funny scenario also.
Yeah, like 5 companies later. Yeah, we have homeowners insurance. Right. So yay.
That was fun. But I think they more meant about homeowners insurance and fixing our water line and everything that went on.
I mean, I guess they just gave money for the tree, but not like the plumbing though, right?
No,
it was just all inclusive.
So they pretty much gave us somewhere around $8,000.
Yeah.
But then
minus deductible,
$2,500 deductible. Yeah. So that drops it down to what, 5.5?
Yeah.
And so we have 5.5 to take care of everything that got damaged. And I think with my friends coming up and chopping
that really
the
helped
tree
a lot,
we're barely going to pay anything.
Yeah, it'll cover most of it.
It'll cover most everything. I think we're going to be like $500 to $1,000 over, into our deductible payment.
Yeah.
In a way, if you want to think of it that way.
Well, and we're doing a little bit more too, because it's like, well, while you're in there ripping up all the pipes, you might as well replace this one last thing that didn't just get replaced.
True. Yeah. So we're doing a little bit more. We're also going to add a water softener and a pH balancer so that we don't have any more problems.
No more Swiss cheese pipes, please.
Yep.
No more broken pipes. That would be great.
And so we did have the main water line ever so slightly rerouted. I mean, we're over 3 feet from where it normally would go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it used to come in under the kitchen window.
Uh-huh.
And now it's coming in around the corner.
Around the corner?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we have to build a concrete pad on that side to accommodate the water softener and pH balance setup. But yeah, I mean,
super fascinating.
Yeah, super fascinating. But things worked out for the most part as well as expected on that front.
Just no more trees falling over, please. That'd be great.
I know. All these water problems need to just end.
Yeah.
That would be really nice. Besides the house, there's a few things that I've got going on. I took Clifford in to get work done on the front end because I was concerned that I didn't have enough time with everything going on before I had to take off for Cruise Moab. And so the steering on the front of Clifford is just loose.
Oh, man. I had to drive it the other day on the freeway.
Yeah.
That wasn't that fun.
It drives like a boat.
Yeah.
It wanders on its own.
Yeah.
It has like 10 degrees of
so much play in
the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's a pain. So I took it in and they pretty much said everything on the front is old and should probably be, that is rubber, is old and should be replaced because it has the twin I-beams. So they're like, I forgot the typical name for those, but the twin I-beam bushings, like the hinge joint bushing or something, needs to be replaced. It's old and rotting. I totally
know what you're talking about.
I know you do.
Totally know.
The tie rods need to be replaced. The upper and lower ball joints need to be replaced. The steering column is actually loose and probably needs to be replaced, or I'm going to get in there and see if I can just tighten it first. But it was crazy. It's a very reputable place that I took it to. I've actually had service done there in the past and they're fantastic, but the price on this one was super high. For all that work, they quoted me $4,500. And I was shocked. I was floored how much it was going to cost. And I realized that there's probably a lot of labor that goes into replacing every single kind of bushing up in the front. But I'm like, man, I started quoting it all out and I found like all the bushings are going to cost like $500. So it's like $4,000 in labor. So I'm like, oh, sorry guys. I appreciate you doing the diagnostics and telling me everything that's wrong. I'm going to now take the truck and fix it. So I'm going to pick Clifford back up and then hopefully I'm going to find time to be able to repair Clifford and still do the work on Bobcat that I need to do. Because I promised the guys at Cruise Moab that I'm going to install a winch before I attend the event. So I've got to fix the bumper on Bobcat.
Bobby's going to get a bumper?
Bobby has a bumper. It has the tube bumper on the front.
Oh.
But it's going to get a winch.
Okay. It's going to get a winch on the bumper.
It's going to get a winch on the bumper.
Okay.
So I've got to still get all that done as well. And I really want to work on Bobcat steering also, but that's sort of now third in line for everything that needs to get done.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Clifford's steering.
No.
Good grief.
Not at all. My only other real update is that I have panels going to be coming out. New versions of panels coming out soon. Yeah.
Do you have a club horn sound effect?
We don't.
What?
I've always thought we should have one, but Tyler actually really hates that noise. And so we've never gotten one.
I hope he listens to this.
Yeah. We have rim shots.
Yeah.
Because in case you say something funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of fun noises on here.
But not a club horn.
Not a club horn, apparently. We have...
All systems go!
Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay. Well... I am sorry to say we don't.
Now I know to make a lot of club horn sounds when Tyler's around.
Yeah. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm headed out to Cruise Moab and I want to take an FJ80 panel. So those are going to be coming out. Fingers crossed. I'll have them done also before we head off to Cruise Moab, and also tying up loose ends to get a 3rd gen pickup, which is Bobcat. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know why I've never made a panel for my own damn truck. But what is cool about the 3rd gen pickup is it's identical to the 1st gen Tacoma. So it's a twofer.
It's a twofer. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
So I am excited. This is really the only panel that I have that is a twofer. Even I have differences between the 2nd and 3rd gen Tacomas. I'm working my best to get both of those done before Cruise Moab. I don't know if I'll have them listed on the website before I go to Cruise Moab. I'll probably wait till I get back because I don't want to make this big hype and then I take off for a week. If you want one, hit me up or keep your eyes on my Instagram, Snail Armor, or DM me and I'll put you on a list and we'll figure out the best way to get you guys all panels. Next up might be Dodges.
Okay.
Yeah. I did a poll online and people voted for Dodges.
For Dodges? Not like an F-150, huh?
Not an F-150. I was shocked about that too. Maybe I only have Dodge listeners.
Maybe.
Or followers on that page. But yeah, super shocked about that. But that's really about all. Probably no Snail Armor or Snail Mail podcast this week. I haven't bothered Tyler to see if we can figure out how to get voicemails. And I think I'm just going to let it go for at least a week and let him kind of coast baby land. And then maybe I'll bother him next week and say, hey, is there any way like we can get voicemails, or do you want to join me for a Snail Mail virtually? Because they don't take very long. So I'll figure that out next week. We'll just skip it this upcoming week. Also, I think next Thursday, I'm going to do something a little different. I think I'm going to do some sort of product review and post that up and try to do that on the YouTube channel as well and mix it up a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun. Do you have that one? No.
That one?
No.
Yeah. Which one?
No, like dun, dun, dun. Like a suspenseful kind of.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, man. This board is crap.
Shot fired, havoc. No.
What is fired?
You're fired.
Oh, yeah. Well, this board is fired.
Yeah, I guess we should let you choose these from now on.
That's right.
Anyways, that's all on my end. You know how to get a hold of me. You can reach me at Snail Trail 4x4 on Instagram, Jimmy at snailtrail4x4.com if you want to email, or you can phone in, which this week we're not doing anything with voicemails, but you can always leave a voicemail, tell Tyler congratulations, or ask us a question and we'll get to it on a future Snail Mail podcast. And that phone number is area code 916-345-4744. And if you're confused about any of those or get lost, they're all in the show notes for you guys. So I only have one more question left. Assistant.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words?
That's a big fucking tree.
And with that, my friends, keep crawling.
I have a joke.
Do you know where that's from?
Borat?
Yeah.
Duh.
I never made it through. Did I even finish that movie?
I don't think so.
I never finished it.
I still can't believe you haven't. You never saw it.
No. Yeah. But do you know why bananas always wear sunscreen?
Why?
Because they peel.
Oh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
You got that one too.
Sad trombone.
That's what it's called. Yep.